Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to dive deep today
Oh, yeah.
into something that hits close to home for a lot of people.
For sure.
Breaking free from that poverty cycle.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough reality,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
the good news
It's some
is
good news.
the system might be designed a certain way,
It is.
but you can absolutely outsmart it.
Absolutely.
So we're going to unpack some unconventional strategies
Love it.
that might just surprise you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's easy to feel trapped
Right.
when you're constantly struggling
Mm-hmm.
with those low wages
Yeah.
and you're just barely making ends meet.
Barely.
And you just look around and see the system.
It's like, seems like it's built for those with privilege.
Yeah.
And that feeling of being stuck
That feeling.
is something that we can challenge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we hear so often that
Oh, yeah.
hard work is the key.
All the time.
Right. But honestly, it's so much more complicated than that.
Way more. This idea that poverty is
It's not that simple.
solely due to laziness
Right.
or bad choices.
Yeah.
It's just a myth.
It is.
Systemic factors
Huge role.
play a huge role.
Huge. It's
Yeah.
like this elaborate game
Oh,
with
well.
all these hidden rules. And some players,
Yeah.
they start with a massive head start.
They do.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
The cost of education
Oh, my God.
is through the roof.
It is.
So many people are locked out
Yeah.
of opportunities from the get-go.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
It's crazy you're told to go to college,
Right?
to get a good job.
To make good money
Right. And then you're saddled with all this debt
before you even start.
before you even start.
Ridiculous.
And even with a degree,
Yeah.
landing a well-paying job,
It's not guaranteed.
it's not a guarantee at all.
No.
I've heard stories of people
Oh, I know people.
with multiple degrees
Mhm.
working side hustles
Just to stay afloat.
just to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Where's the logic in that?
Right. And then you add in nepotism.
Mm.
It's often not about what you know.
It's not.
It's who you know.
It's who you know.
And those with connections,
Oh, yeah.
they just breeze through doors Yeah. that stay firmly shut for others.
Yeah, and it's so frustrating.
It is.
Okay, so if we're dealing with a rigged game,
Yeah.
how do we even begin to level the playing field?
Right.
I mean, do we just accept defeat?
No.
I don't think so.
No way.
What are some ways we can actually outsmart this system?
Well,
Break free.
the first step is
Good.
understanding the game itself.
Okay.
And we need to be strategic.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest,
Yeah.
sometimes that means bending the rules a bit.
Bending the rules.
A little bit.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
What do you have in mind?
Let's talk about resumes.
Okay.
We're always told to be truthful,
Right.
but what about those who haven't had traditional work experience?
Right.
Think about stay-at-home parents. Mm-hmm.
Caregivers,
Yeah,
volunteers,
for sure.
they have valuable skills,
They do.
but it doesn't always fit neatly
Right.
into those little resume
Fit
boxes.
Those little boxes, yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of listing managed household or cared for family,
Mm-hmm.
you're suggesting they reframe it as project management
Exactly.
or interpersonal skills.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's about showcasing your abilities
Right.
in a way that employers understand.
Mhm.
You're not being dishonest.
Right.
You're translating your experience
Got it.
into their language.
I see your point.
Yeah.
It's about highlighting those transferable skills
Absolutely.
that you've gained regardless of the setting.
Right.
But what about references?
Ooh.
Those seem pretty set in stone.
Not necessarily if you lack those formal
Right.
professional references.
Yeah.
Think about personal ones.
Okay.
People who can vouch for your character,
Mm-hmm.
your reliability, your work ethic.
Maybe it's a neighbor
Right.
who knows that you're always there to lend a hand.
Yeah.
Or a friend who saw you handle a tough situation
Yeah.
with grace.
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
Yeah,
It's about thinking outside the box
absolutely.
and using the resources you have,
Yeah.
even if they're not
Even if they're not traditional.
the traditional ones.
Right.
Right.
It's about resourcefulness.
It is.
And speaking of resources,
Okay.
let's talk about your community.
Okay.
Instead of relying solely on money,
Yeah.
consider bartering.
Bartering, trading skills and services.
Yeah.
Is that really a viable option
Absolutely.
in today's world?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You'd be surprised how much people are willing to trade.
Wow.
Are you good at baking,
Baking? Yeah.
fixing things,
Mm-hmm.
tutoring?
Yeah.
Offer those skills
Okay.
in exchange for things you need.
I see.
It bypasses the need for money and
Yeah.
it builds this sense of community. I love that.
In the process.
Creating your own like mini economy
Exactly.
based on collaboration
Yeah.
and mutual support.
Mhm.
It challenges that whole rugged individualism myth
It
that
does.
we're constantly bombarded with.
Right. No one truly succeeds alone.
We don't.
We all need a helping hand now and then.
We do.
Yeah.
This is honestly blowing my mind.
I know, right?
Like a whole new perspective on navigating this crazy world.
Yeah.
Just understanding these different approaches
It is.
making me feel more empowered already.
I love it.
This is fantastic.
I know.
So far, we've talked about reframing our experiences
Yes.
on resumes,
Yes.
tapping into those personal references,
Mhm.
and even building a barter system
Right.
within our communities.
Our own little communities.
These are some seriously clever strategies
I think so.
for outsmarting the game.
Yeah.
But before we move on,
Okay.
I want to circle back to something you said earlier
Okay.
about the myth of the self-made person. Ooh, yeah.
Can you unpack that a bit more?
Of course.
It's easy to get caught up
Yeah.
in this idea that we have to do everything ourselves.
On our own.
Right. And forget about
Yeah.
the incredible power
Of community.
of community.
Yeah.
It's like we've been programmed
Yeah.
to believe in this myth
Totally.
of the rugged individual,
Yeah.
the lone wolf who just conquers everything
Yeah.
single-handedly.
Every success story has to be this solo mission.
Every single one.
But let's be real.
I know.
No one accomplishes anything
No,
truly great in isolation.
not at all.
Even those who seem self-made
Yeah.
have had some kind of support system.
We have.
Whether it's family resources
Hmm.
or even just one person who believed in them.
Or just someone who gave them a chance.
Early on,
Yeah.
it's high time we dismantle this myth
It is.
and acknowledge the role of community and
Yeah.
collaboration
Yeah.
in success stories.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Imagine if we shifted our focus
Okay.
from competing with each other
Yeah.
to cooperating with each other.
Wow.
What if we all just embrace the idea
right.
that we're in this together?
Together.
I think about the possibilities.
That would be a game changer.
It would
Instead of seeing each other as rivals,
Yeah.
we would start seeing each other as allies.
As collaborators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potential collaborators.
Exactly. And that's where this whole concept of
Okay.
collaborative success comes in.
Okay, tell me more
Yeah.
about this collaborative success idea.
It's really about recognizing
Okay.
that our individual achievements
Yeah.
are often intertwined
Mm-hmm.
with the support
Yeah.
and contributions of others.
Right.
It's about acknowledging that web
Okay.
of relationships that helps us along the way.
So it's like saying,
It is.
yes, I worked hard,
You did.
but I also had people
You had people.
who believed in me,
That's right.
who mentored me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who helped open doors for me.
For sure. Exactly.
And it's about extending that same support
Okay.
to others, paying it forward.
Paying it forward.
Yeah.
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 Because when one person rises,
Yeah.
we all rise.
We all rise. It's a ripple effect.
It is.
When we invest in each other's success, we create this stronger, more
Yeah.
resilient community overall.
I love that.
And it goes back to what we were talking about before,
Right.
building a barter economy
Yeah.
within our community.
Their own little economy.
Exactly. It's all connected.
It is.
When we share our skills
Mhm.
and our resources with each other,
Yeah.
we create a more
Yeah.
equitable and sustainable system.
A system where success isn't just individual wealth,
Yeah,
but like collective well-being.
exactly.
Okay, so how do we start putting this
Yeah.
into practice?
Yeah.
How do we shift from this
Yeah.
individualistic mindset
Right.
to a more collaborative one? It starts with small steps.
Steps.
Reaching out to our neighbors,
Hmm.
connecting with people in our community,
Mhm.
offering our skills and support
Yeah.
without expecting anything in return,
And being open
and just being open
to receiving help and support
to receiving it
from
back.
others as well.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
It is.
We have to be willing to give
Right.
and receive.
So it's about building that network
It is.
of trust and reciprocity.
Exactly. And when we do that,
Yeah.
we create this powerful force
Right.
for positive change.
I'm so inspired by this conversation.
Me too.
I feel like we've really uncovered some powerful strategies
Yeah.
for not just breaking free
Right.
from the poverty cycle,
Uh-huh.
but for creating a more
Yeah.
just and equitable world.
That's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
It is.
To create a world where
Yeah.
everyone has the opportunity
For sure.
to reach their full potential.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listeners
I love it.
with a call to action.
Yes.
What's one small step
One small step.
they can take today
What is it?
To start embracing this collaborative mindset.
Reach out to someone in your community.
Reach out.
Offer your skills, your support, without any expectation of reward.
It could be as simple as helping a neighbor with groceries.
Oh, totally.
Teaching a friend a new skill.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Every act of kindness, every gesture of support creates a ripple effect that can transform lives.
So let's start creating
Do it.
those ripples today.
I'm in.
Let's build a world
Yes.
where success is a collective endeavor, a journey we take together.
I'm with you on that.
We'll be back shortly
Okay.
to wrap up this episode of The Deep Dive.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere. And we're back
We are.
for the final part of our deep dive into breaking free.
It's been a journey.
It has.
Right.
We've explored those systemic barriers.
Yes, all those things.
That keep so many trapped in the poverty cycle. We've debunked the myth.
Debunked it.
Of rugged individualism.
Yeah.
And uncovered the power.
The incredible power.
Of collaborative success.
Working together. Right.
It's like we've been handed a whole new playbook.
A new playbook.
Right? One that doesn't rely on outdated rules or unrealistic expectations.
Totally.
It's a playbook that empowers us.
It does.
To take
control
of our own destiny.
In our own destinies.
Create our own opportunities. And build a more equitable world together.
I love it.
So as we wrap up this episode, I want to bring it all back.
Bring it back.
To you, the listener.
The listener.
The person who's been tuning in. Absorbing all this information.
You're all in.
And hopefully feeling a spark of hope.
I hope so.
Ignite within.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is all about, right?
That's what it's all about.
Giving you the tools.
And
inspiration.
The inspiration.
To break free from whatever limitation.
Whatever's holding you back.
You might be facing.
Exactly.
So let's recap those key takeaways. From our deep dive.
Okay.
What are the actionable steps?
Yeah. What are they?
You can start taking today. To change your game.
To change the game.
First and foremost. Remember that you are not alone.
You're not alone.
This system might feel rigged.
It might.
But you have the power.
You do.
To outsmart it.
You can do it.
You have the power to create your own path.
You have the path.
Don't be afraid to bend the rules.
Bend those rules.
When it comes to resumes. And references. Highlight those transferable skills.
I like them.
Even if they come from unconventional experiences.
It doesn't matter.
Tap into the power of your community. Explore bartering. And trading skills. As a way to build connections.
Build those connections.
And access resources.
Access those resources.
Most importantly.
The most important thing.
Embrace the idea. Of collaborative success. Surround yourself. With people who support your dreams.
Those good people.
And be willing to extend that same support.
Pay it forward.
To others.
Remember
this.
True success is not a solo mission.
It's not.
It's a collective journey.
For
shared experience. That lifts us all.
It does.
I want to leave you with this thought-provoking question.
A question.
What's the first step you can take today?
What's the first step?
To break free from those limitations. That have been holding you back. It could be as simple as reaching out to a friend.
Brainstorming ideas. Or offering your skills to someone in need.
Just offer those skills.
The key is to take action. To start moving. In the direction of your dreams.
That's it.
Because the moment you start taking ownership of your life is the moment you begin to break free.
You got it.
So go out there. And make it happen. Remember, you have the power.
You do.
To change your game. And in doing so, you contribute. To changing the game. For everyone.
That's it.
Until next time. Keep learning.
Keep growing.
Keep growing.
And keep breaking free.
Keep breaking free.
Keep breaking free.
We'll see you.
See you later.
On the next deep dive.